Hello, I'm Paul Dychuk, founder of Elastic Steel Method of Athletic Conditioning. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to control your opponent in a fight. There's many ways to do it. Some people call it mind control. We would not call it mind control. However, you do control the mind and body of your opponent. Whenever you fight someone, one of the things that you try to do is to control their mind and body. They try to control yours. Your goal is to prevent them from doing it. Their goal is to prevent you from doing it. Every time you throw a kick or a punch, they react. You try to point to the face, they react. That's the control. You make them do something. You control what they do. Okay? You throw fakes, they react. You control what they do. You move forward, they move. You control them. You fake that you're going to move, you control them. We all know these things. There are other things, however, which are taught in warrior strategy that are not common. Okay? And because they're not common, it's easier to employ them against your opponent because he doesn't expect it. And if he does expect it, if he doesn't even know about it, most people don't train to defend against it. Okay? And you're going to see a clip of taken from Warrior Strategy Seminar where two opponents work on that, trying to control the other person, and the other person is trying to resist it. Okay? And what we're going to talk about is something called polarities. Polarities is another way of saying quality of movement. Okay? We already said that you can control someone by faking a punch, faking a kick, throwing a punch, throwing a kick, making them react, making them create an opening, throwing them off balance, moving forward, moving back, moving to one side, moving to the other side, angles, controlling them that way, forcing them to react. Okay? So you are controlling them. Now, quality of movement. There's many different qualities of movement. We're going to talk about just one. If you look at Warrior Strategy Seminar, you're going to see many different qualities of movement. You are taught how to perform them, how to watch out for your opponent doing them, and how to control your opponent with that. The one that you're going to see right now is soft and hard movement. They're on two different poles of each other. Therefore, it's polarities, soft and hard. If you move soft and you attack your opponent hard, he does not understand what happens because reaction time slows down, because he expects you to move soft. If you move hard and then you attack your opponent soft, he does not see it as a real attack. Therefore, he either doesn't respond to it before it's too late, or he responds to it but it's already too late. Okay? So pretty much you change the quality of movement. Now, if you look at Muhammad Ali and some of the great fighters, you'll see that happens, and Bruce Lee also employed this strategies in his training, and many other great martial artists, boxers, fighters, and MMA fighters of today employ this also. Okay? Now, this is rarely taught, therefore most people do not even see it. When someone does it, they do not see it. They just say, oh wow, that punch made it, or that kick made it, or that takedown made it. He was able to do it. But how he set up for it, how that person was able to do it, this is something people don't see. What we're going to do here is the following. Some people move soft, attack hard. Or move hard, attack soft. Okay? Now, sometimes people switch between soft and hard, soft and hard, soft and hard. Okay? As well as many other qualities of movement. Okay? And what this does is this frustrates the opponent and makes them lose energy. Because every time your opponent moves differently, you try to figure out what he's doing by moving the same way. In other words, very often when someone retreats, you move forward. If someone attacks, you sort of move back or move at an angle. Okay? And you always try to adjust to them. But you've been trained to do that, so your adjustment comes rather easily if you're in good shape and you've been trained for a while. But if someone switches qualities of movement, you're under a lot of pressure, your adrenaline is flowing, you spend a lot of energy trying to adjust something, you don't know what the other person is doing, you don't know what you're adjusting to. On the other hand, the good thing is, if you know how to do it and your opponent doesn't, you can do it to them. Okay? You can get them by surprise every time because they don't expect it. In such a way that their mind doesn't even comprehend what you are doing, because they expect you to move with a different quality. Okay? It's no longer just forward to back, side to side, punch high, punch low, kick high, kick low. Okay? It's totally different level. Okay? So what you're going to see now is you're going to see two people working in their quality of movement. This time it's soft and hard. Remember, there's different qualities. And what they're trying to do is, one is trying to move the same way they're moving without responding to the other person. The other person is trying to control them by forcing them to move at the same quality of movement that they are moving. Okay? And this is a drill that you're going to see right now. This is very difficult to do, and what this does is tires the other person out. Now, once again, of course, if you choose to keep switching back and forth, if you don't choose to keep switching back and forth and you just move at one quality and then you just attack at another, chances are 99% of the time you're going to score. And when you don't score, it's usually when that person is either very well trained to respond to what you're doing, or that person just got lucky and moved out of the way or was able to block. Okay? So that is the explanation for what you are going to see. This clip is taken from a Warrior Strategy seminar. Enjoy. What's going to happen now is one person is going to be doing the hard and the other soft. There's going to be a tendency for you to mimic what the other person is doing. If they're moving soft, you would want to move soft with them. If they're moving hard, you want to move hard with them because it's going to be easier for you to read them. But in this exercise, you want to stay with what you're doing. Do not transfer over to their movement. Do not pick it up. You're going to notice that when you practice this drill that you have a tendency to pick up the quality of their movement. Try not to do it. Okay? Go. And switch. Keep moving. Now think about it. How can you not move explosively when the other person is moving explosively? Very difficult. And switch side. Keep moving. What you see now is a defense against this strategy. Okay? If the other person is trying to get you to move soft or hard, and you're able not to do it, that's your best defense against that strategy.